Hey guys, I do apologize about the sun in the back, just don't stare at it. Don't stare at the sun. There it is. Hello, sun. Good, screw it. Apparently I'm just gonna carry you today. Just kidding. Why would I do that? Son of a bitch. See, this is why I don't do it in my car, because I just don't got a spot for it. Alright, well, I'm doing this video today as a reminder for myself. I'm getting my ass kicked, and I need some help. This is me asking the universe. Nope, that's the volume button. I need AC button. It is warm. Ooh, that's cool. I'm at a really weird moment in my life. And things are supposed to get really good. But I'm having troubles. In the sense of... Okay, so first off, we're, at the time of recording this, we're in literally, apparently this week of like 2 lunar or solar eclipses, or lunar eclipses. Some kind of weird stuff like that. Something crazy. So it's like 1 lunar eclipse and a week later another lunar eclipse or something, and the energy is crazy, and it's been kicking my ass. I haven't been sleeping. I'm not sleeping well. I'm pretty exhausted. I'm tired. I'm just dead. Like, I'm dead. My body is so sore, and no matter how much I rest, it just hurts. I take a whole day off and wake up the next morning, I actually feel even worse. It's like I need like a whole week. Fuck. But I'm struggling in the ass, in the sense of, in my last video I said how the universe has been taking care of me and how God's been taking care of me. And how that's been working out, but I'm still having trouble trusting and believing. Which is funny to me, because it's like, yo, some random ass guy gave me $200 because my car got towed. Like, what? Tell me. That's not the universe saying, hey, I got you, bud. But even with that, I'm still freaking the fuck out. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I had this grand idea of if I could get 2 months, no rent, or trying to make all these crazy plans. And then the realization kicked in. I've got like 2 weeks to find a place to live. I know it's possible. That's not the problem. The problem is the fear overtook me. And I felt like I was getting sucked right back into the same scenario. I'm in a very unfortunate job. I can't stand. I'm caught on this fence of we're supposed to be okay with what's going on in the chaos and be okay amidst the chaos. But I just can't stand this. It's so inauthentic. It's so everything I don't want. The owner, the male, is a narcissist, abusive. The female, the wife, is a manipulative narcissist, and the son is both. I mean, it's like all of these energies multiplied, and I feel absolutely terrified of what's gonna happen next. Even though I know time and time again the universe is like, hey, I got you, bud. We don't have to prove ourselves, but we're going to do it anyways. We got you. Here's your free money. I mean, but I'm terrified. It's settled in, and I'm just like, I don't want to do that again. I don't want to be crammed into a sardine tin and work a job I literally almost walk out on a daily basis. I don't... It's literally like, ever since March, all of the energies compiled together and are hitting me for one last good hit. Supposedly that's a good thing. You know, the last key on the ring is always the one that gets it. Or it's always toughest before the finish line. You know, them typical what do you call them? Soliloquies? No. Phrases, whatever. Anyways, they're all true. I'm not denying them. I'm not trying to be a sarcastic butthole, even though I am. I know I'm like at the precipice, and if I can get through this, it's all good. In fact, it's all good now. It's been good. But I would like to bring something up and raise awareness to this. I've talked about it a few times on the channel, and I always feel terrible about talking about it, because it's always a touchy subject, and nobody wants to talk about death. Nobody wants to talk about murder, suicide. It's just, you know, icky. It's just people don't want to think about it. It's horrible. It's barbaric that we can do it to each other, and I'm a big fucking hypocrite saying that. I can go more into detail, but I'm a little worried about being vulnerable again. But I lost my train of thought. It's completely gone. I'm trusting the universe. I really am. And you should too. Again, time and time again, I can't even just say how many. In fact, I wouldn't even be here. That's just the dead, cold, hard case. Facts. I wouldn't be here. So, clearly the universe has my butt. Yet, I still struggle with the fear. And just pretty much all the old stories. I know I've actually been told by other guides and spirits that this was going to happen. You were going to work through past stories. You're like, yo, dude, I feel these. But the stories came back one last time to see if I'll suck into it. And I'm going to be honest with you, I am. Now I remember what I was talking about. I have been suicidal since March. This is really hard to admit. And I wish I could tell people this, but I don't have any friends at the current moment who are into the 5D, or I don't mean to be a douche when I say this, but not on the same level as me. We don't think the same way. I'm not better than anyone else. Let's just say I don't have any friends that think like me. How about that? Not at the current moment. And when I try to talk about this stuff with, you know, what you would consider normies, they look at me like I'm gonna fucking murder them. Or shoot the cat, or try to get them into a cult. I mean, you know, or they just laugh it off. They're like, oh, hi, you're crazy. Do you take too much weed? Too much rooms? So, it's really hard just mentioning this to anyone. I mentioned some of it to my sister, and I'm pretty sure she thinks I'm crazy. Maybe I am. Who cares? Either way, even though I was suicidal out of fear because I lost my job and that I wasn't safe, it actually shifted into a different type of suicide. It's a different type of perspective, I guess. I had 2 weeks off, and I had to come to terms with the situation of being fired. I had realized it was for my better good, and it was a good lesson, and it's something that needed to happen. Because I outgrew that box. I no longer fitted in that scenario. I had come to terms with my best friend, who wasn't my friend. It took me some time to realize and see the truth on that. And I had to learn to set boundaries. Like my manager, my dad always taught me, yes, man, yes, man, yes, sir, yes, sir. Need me to stay 40 extra hours? Definitely. Gotcha. And I've always been scared in scarcity mode, so I'd work my ass off, work 3 or 4 doubles a week. God. Wow. To the point I was actually causing physical exhaustion. I was getting sick. For those who know, as you evolve your human, your immune system becomes better, and you just kind of get to the point you don't get sick. It's because you understand how getting sick works. It's not, oh, I touch you and you catch a cold. Bleh. No, it's On the surface level. I'm not even going to go into that. But sick is literally a perspective of the mind. So once you kind of figure that out, you're good. However, I don't get sick. But when I was working 4 doubles, which was open to close, which is 8 o'clock to like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock to 7 o'clock, and I've always been one of those people who struggles sleeping. Always. Assholes. Especially when the moons are all crazy and stuff, and I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like last night. Oh yeah, I've been up since 3. Maybe that's why I'm so grouchy. I literally laid in bed for like 4 hours, doing nothing. It's kind of nice, but at the same time, I really wish I was sleeping. Anyways. When that happens, when it happened, things just kind of shifted for me. I had realized the place I dedicated 3 years of my life to, they didn't give 2 shits about me. None of them did. Not until after I left. Because then I was getting messages from other spirit guides saying, oh man, they feel so bad, and they fucked up, and I was like, yeah, that's great. I'm over it. I don't care. I'm done and over it. I'm working on letting them go and forgiving them. I'm working on letting go and forgiving myself. It had to happen. Funny enough, during that time I actually had a spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, telling me to quit. Again, sounding a little crazy to normies, but I had a small, soft voice in my head. Quit your job. Quit your job. Quit your job. And I at first thought it was my ego saying, hey man, I hate this shit, just leave. Literally one of those days, I actually replied to the voice. And I go, the only way I'd quit my job is if I get fired. And to my surprise, the voice replied, don't you trust me? And I'm just like, no, I'm sorry. Honestly, I don't. I've learned to trust barely myself, so hyper-independent. And the universe is like, okay, that's fair. You're gonna have to learn to trust me. So I got fired. A week later. I was devastated. Job after job. I moved to another UPS store. And again, these stories I thought I had healed, I had figured out and let go, or whatever you want to call it, were still there. I had a horrible narcissistic female boss. Manipulative. Just, just the type. You guys, it was just another unfortunate situation. But it was one where I had to learn a specific lesson. Set up more boundaries. Apparently boundaries are a very big theme for me. I gotta set a lot. Like I'm building myself a Great Wall of China. Anyways. I set boundaries with that boss. And I actually decided to act nasty. You gotta be true to yourself. And I wasn't going out of my way to be a dick. But like some of the things, I did not hide my feelings. She asked me a question, I was just so utterly disgusted. I'm just like, no. Just like that. I mean, I actually stood up to her. I was somewhat respectful, somewhat not. And eventually I actually walked out. That was one of the lessons, was to walk away. I walked away to this position. However, 2 weeks in, me already going through everything I've gone through and learning these lessons and picking up on such energies, right off the bat, I had already discovered which kind of situation I got stuck into. Again. And now the fear is like, is this really it? Is this really it? Because I'm sorry, I'm having trouble not crying, but I can't keep doing this. So now it's become a suicidal of, I feel trapped again. I feel like there's no way out. I don't like saying that word. But it's at that point, I can't. I can't work a 9-to-5 job for someone else when all they care about is money. They treat everyone like shit, and it's just their customers, their coworkers, each other. And I'm just so done with being around this energy. It's not for me. There's another way, and I'm doing my best, but I am terrified. And getting over the suicide is definitely one of the battles I have to learn. Because it's been one of the biggest lessons I've needed to learn, is not giving up and knowing there's another way. It literally gets to the point. I'm just so tired and scared, and that you just... Let's put it this way, you know exactly how it feels for those who kind of get this. It's like a blanket of mist covers your mind, and you can't see through it, and you can actually physically feel yourself closing off like it's suffocating you. But you can breathe. You just can't think, you can't feel, it's like your eyes are closed and everything's just kind of hazy. It's almost like you're kind of drunk. And I have to fight through that again and again and again. And holy crap, does it suck. Universe. Why? No, that's not... I say that comedically, because I already know why. It's not victim mentality anymore. You don't need to know why. You already know why. You're not a victim. I actually technically asked for this. The craziest part is, I manifested the job I'm at now. I was thinking at literally the one before this, the one where, so basically this narcissistic lady got hired on as the manager of a store I've worked at, a franchise I've worked at for over 3-4 years. So it's like, I know quite a bit, okay? This lady gets hired on, she knows nothing. Literally gets trained for about 2 or 3 weeks, still knows nothing. Where was I going with this, spirit? What are you guys staring at me for? All these birds are like staring at me, it's kind of weird. It's kind of cute. I would totally pet you if I could. Anyways. Where was I going with it? Well, I guess that story's over. The birds were distracting me. Point is, I know I'm not broken, but I still feel kind of broken. Because it's like I've been doing so much inner work, and yet I still am witnessing these energies. Like I said, I'm still meeting some of the same old patterns. I'm like, I thought I broke this. But now apparently it's being a test. Which is cool. Love it. Thanks, guys. So the whole point of this video is just ask for a little help. Spirit, God, I know you've got me, but I know you said ask for help when I feel like I need it. And I could use some. Is there anything else that needs to come out? I'm gonna start making a community. I'm gonna create a Discord for this. And I really want to get a group going. Just a support group. Friends, maybe even. Fuck, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Well, I'll think of something. As far as I know, I think that's it. I don't even have any cards with me today. I, just got done moving the last of my apartment crap, so ignore the mess in the back. All my Oracle cards are sitting inside. Is there any spirit channeling message I need to get out or would like to come out? Don't give up. You know better than that. The funniest thing is, you know how strong you are. But yet you still allow yourself to shrink down. Pretend you're weak and pretend you're small. Let the fear take over and you forget. You forget your power, you give it away. So take it back. Don't let the fear take over. You know very well you are safe. You are okay. Say it to yourself over and over and over if you have to. You are safe. I am safe. I am okay. No matter what happens, I am taken care of. Funniest part is, I've also been told I'm one of the, apparently, people who have both guardian angel and a demon. So that's interesting. And I don't mean to sound egotistical. And it's not meant to be taken as an egotistical. For those out there too, that just shows how much spirit backing you have. It's not meant to be like, oh yeah, I'm better than you. No, it's just like, yo, they got you. Both sides. Like, do you not get that? Heaven and hell wants to see you succeed. So do it. Plain and simple. And I say this with all the love I can. You're making this a lot harder than it needs to be, my dude. And I get that. Breaking cycles, breaking patterns. It's not easy. And I'm proud of you. You're doing good. So, ease up. I know you hear it so often. Just gonna keep hearing it till you do it. Ease up. Everything's gonna be okay. Just remember breathing. Biggest thing, stay grounded and breathe. Okay. I didn't really expect any of that to come through, but hey, fuck. Whatever. Cool. It's also been kind of nice. I'm just chilling, watching the birds. It's kind of nice outside. That's the fun thing. I do actually feel kind of better. Reaffirming to yourself, that's all you really need. That's really all the help you truly need. A little pat on the back sometimes. It's okay. For instance, for those who have been watching my videos for a while, I mentioned weeks ago, months ago, one of my biggest, most significant manifestations that kind of showed me and revealed my power to myself was I manifested Crash Bandicoot toys. I've been going to Ross for a while and buying like those cheap anime figures and stuff and cheap toys and just cheap everything. Well, one day, I was like, alright, universe, let's play a game. You want to play a game? Because I know you do. You love games. I'm going to manifest something specific. Because at the time, I was being told also by videos, guides, spirits, to do such. Be like, test it. Test the waters. Not like... Not a negative way. You know, it's... Again, perspective. It's just... Play. How about that? Just play. Take a play break. Go play with the universe for a minute and be like, hey, let's see if this, you know, what happens. So I said, alright, universe, I would like to spawn Crash Bandicoot toys. I love Crash Bandicoot and I want him on my desk. Please. I don't care what he looks like. He doesn't have to be one of these cool anime figures, because I actually saw a Sonic one I almost got and I'm kicking myself for not getting it. But I bought these Crash, you know, I was like, manifest these Crash Bandicoots. I forgot. I totally forgot. Maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. Again, I don't remember. But I was just going through Ross, and I'm just thinking about it. I'm just like, It's like, oh, yeah, these are cool. These little Crash Bandicoot toys. And I bought a couple of them, got home, set them up on my desk, and then that inner voice is like, hey, Adam. So what? Yep. Look at your desk. Well, yeah, there's Crash Bandicoot. Uh-huh. It's like, Oh, shit. It's like, yup. It's like, didn't I manifest? Yup. Okay. That's cool. Well, the point of that long-winded story was, I'm currently living with my sister. There's, about 2 or 3 weeks left to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. And there's a Ross next door, so one day I was just needing to get out of the house. I was looking for a new toy, something just to distract me. Something to get out of the house, you know. And the only thing I even found relatively interesting... Now remember, this was, again, months back. When I first bought those Crash Bandicoot toys, it was months, maybe even a year. Time's kind of dilating. So literally 2 days ago, another Crash Bandicoot spawned. And you know what this means? I got you. I got you. This is the universe saying, bud, come on. And that is the part that bugs me the most. I remember at the same time as I forget. I know I'm strong, I know I'm capable, I know I got this because you got me. But how easy it is to forget. Breathe. Yeah, okay, we're done.